Welcome back to the newest episodes of YouTubers in the NBA. Here we are at week 1, and we're going to be taking a look at the team, watching them on the court as they play, and then we're going to be taking a step back, seeing if we can improve the team in any way, and then simulating the rest of the week. And I think that's how we'll move forward. We'll check in on them once a week, watch them actually play, and then simulate out the rest of the games. We don't have to watch this perfect super team every day, because we already know they are going to dominate.
You're a remarkable talent, someone with a chance to do something very special in the league.
I'm ready.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. So for the Grizzlies, their last game, a win against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And it's Morant missing. Here is Doc. Here's Prez. And the rejection by Jackson. And in this early season, Brent, what is the feeling on a team that is trying to build chemistry?
I think coaches understand that defining a role for guys as soon as they possibly can will really help with the rhythm of the season. So many games over the course of so many months. If you can get to that early, Kevin, sometimes that's a huge advantage.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Morant passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Here's the Wizard. Virginia working the ball around. Here's Big Cat, guarded by Valanciunas. He gets it in there.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's Morant. Stripped it away. Fast break. Here comes Virginia. Finished off the break. Miracle Man's got 7 points in the game.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Basket counts.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now Winslow. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Doc. Here's Miracle Man, covered by Winslow. Clock at 6. Releases. Kept alive.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
It's Morant in the corner. Valanciunas in the high post. Over Prez. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And Memphis making a change here. Melton's checked in. So it's the Storm now. Here is Doc. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Prez. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out. Tank, never on empty.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Storm.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Here's what Virginia's going with right now. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Big Cat. Anthony comes in for Prez. It's checked in for Doc. And it's Teagan for the Wizard. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. A floater. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now here's Anthony. Fades away, and again it's Virginia.
Even with the contest, I don't think that's bothering Carmelo Anthony. It seems like once he's on the spot, he knows he can get that shot.
Morant with it. Now Anthony defending. Morant kicks to Jackson. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
1:16 left in the first quarter. Anderson dishes to Valanciunas, and that one drops. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
It's like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Morant finds Anderson. Back to Morant. Now Jackson, covered by Anthony. Pass to Jackson. Here's Melton. 5 on the clock. Back to Jackson. Wide open. That shot no good.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And Virginia will go for a different look here. Big Cat, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Prez comes in for Anthony. Doc, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's the Wizard in for Teague.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
And the pass to Doc. Rebounded by Jackson. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Anderson passes to Melton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Memphis out in front as they wrap up the first quarter with a massive 16-6 run. And we'll get the second quarter under.
We gotta win championships one baby step at a time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Well, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter, Gorgie Dang is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Morant. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot. Here's Morant. Clark trying to get open. And it's Morant missing.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now."
Sure is, DA. Thank you.
There's a tremendous demand in the NBA right now for the kind of build that R.J. Barrett gives you at that guard position. So sturdy, so strong, and he has a chance to be one of the best guards in the league for many years to come.
Trey Burks checked in for Memphis. Both shots good from the stripe. And Brent, some breathless comparisons for R.J. Barrett. People throwing out names like Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady.
I mean, that's a ton of optimism around names like that, but this young player has a drive and a will, and I think he has the kind of composure to show you what he's made of. And if it reaches anywhere near those other players, Kevin, he's going to have one heck of a career.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Clark. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
It's good.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Timeout called. The Storm. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
You know, all the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Now here's Prez. He's covered closely. Fade away. Count that one.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
Here's Clark. Feeds to Jang. Pass to Melton. For 3. Good on the triple. Melton's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Here's the Wizard. Burke covering. They grab their own miss. Big Cat hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Knocks it loose. Jang. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Yep, that one goes.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Wolf. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Burke. He's got 6. And Zhang kicks to Burke. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Virginia trails by 6. Here's Miracle Man, and again it's Virginia.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Valanciunas is checked in for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Brandon Clark. And here's the break. Up the floor. Here's Prez. Finished off the break. Now just a 2-point Grizzly lead.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here comes Virginia. Wolf passes to Miracle Man. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis with the ball. Winslow kicks to Jackson. No good from outside.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pass to Winslow. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Tough down.
No question he got blocked on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Storm, Robert Williams is checked in for Big Cat. Barrett comes in for Doc. And it's Teagan for the Wizard. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. John Morant comes in for Trey Burke. Barrett the pass to Miracle Man. Prez with the ball. Jackson on him. Prez with the bucket.
Now, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brooks kicks to Valanciunas. Last outing for the Storm, they won that game against Atlanta. Here's Prez. Oh, that was something else.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Timeout called, the Storm.
Timeout.
Here's Miracle Man. No good on the last second attempt there. So a tie game here as we finish the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Team's got to turn up the pressure.
Greetings for Virginia. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, it's easy to see why they just better team offensively. And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Storm. They've got Miracle Man. Prez out there with Big Cat. And there's Doc. And it's Wolf at the point guard position. Good work there as it goes. Valanciunas has got the first basket of the second half here for the Grizzlies.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Big Cat, guarded by Valanciunas, and the basket is good. The Wizards got the game tied up here for Virginia.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Morant outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 10 points.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
To the middle, Big Cat, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Passes it to Wolf. Here's Miracle Man. Offline with his 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And it's in there.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Virginia trails by 6. There's the pass to Doc. Now the feed to Prez. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Morant with a wide open look. The second chance effort. It's rebounded by Virginia. Big Cat's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Stolen by Jackson. Morant's got space. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And here's the Storm. Here's Doc. Again, the miss by Virginia. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Knocked away. Out in his own on the break. Here's Wolf. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Prez. Guarded by Jackson. Nice D from Brooks. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Here's what Virginia's going with right now. Robert Williams comes in for Big Cat, and Anthony subbed in for Prez. Here's Miracle Man. No good with the triple.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Anderson dishes to Clark. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Clark's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Some changes for Virginia. It's checked in for Doc. And it's Teagan for the Wizard. Down low, here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Memphis leading by 10. And here's Morant. He's got 16. Pass to Jackson. Lets the three fly. Here's Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Here's what Virginia's going with right now. Big Cat, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Prez comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Doc, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's the Wizard in for T. Offensive rebound, second shot opportunity, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson. Virginia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And so he hits both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
It's Morant with the drive. Got a hand on it. Fast break. Here comes Virginia. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Miracle Man.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and he comes up with the deuce. That's now 8 points for the Wizard.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Morant with it. 16 points for him. Oh,
man. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Big Cat. Some solid defense there from Jackson. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Brandon Clark is out there with Anderson. And it's Jackson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
Big Cat is checked in for Virginia. The Wizard comes in for Jeff T. Clark outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Prez with the ball. Working on Anderson. Prez with the bucket. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Clark outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Doc the pass to Prez. And finished off by Prez.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Morant. And it's good for 2. Morant's got 20.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Now here's Brooks. Fires for three. Buries the long-range jumper. And now an 11-point Grizzly lead.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Here's Prez, and again it's Virginia.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
It's Morant with the drive. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 14 points now in the second half. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Prez. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Prez has got 8 points in the quarter.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Clark into the lane. And that one drops for him.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Timeout call, the Storm.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Miracle Man is checked in for Virginia. Then for the Grizzlies, Valanciunas comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's Justin Winslow in for Anderson. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to listen to Virginia Beach's head coach talk to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if we have enough to get it done.
Back to Morant. Jackson trying to break free. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight. To the inside. Prez, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Lets it fly from 18. Another shot. And Valanciunas with the layup.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That's foul number 2 for him. And so here's Memphis.
I would say I'm disappointed in the team after our first effort.
Morant scanning the floor.
There's no reason we should be allowed.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
We got to tighten up.
Showing natural leadership skills, Morant has developed great rapport with his teammates.
That's good from Morant. Greg, last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does. The 3, the offensive rebound, tries again. Here's Big Cat. What a terrific move that was.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here are the Grizzlies. 11-point game. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 32 points.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And it's Brooks at the elbow. Back to Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got the lead up to 13 now for Memphis.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Goes back up. Prez. And the layup is good.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Brooks outside. Kicks it to Winslow. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights, just see if we can glean anything from our performance. We got Mark Kish leading the way with 24 points. His little brother Mike with 15. Random Biggs with 10, mostly at the line. Money Wolf with 8 with 4 assists. Carmelo Anthony had 8 points. RJ Barrett with 4. Kingslayer Cal with only 2, but he did come in strong with 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. So a good defensive game. We got to get him on the board on offense, and I think we can get this game going a little bit better.
You can tell them that I'm ready. I'll be standing with it. Like I'm ready to anybody named Shelly. I am not for the telly. You can tell that I'm heavy. Got drive like a Chevy.
Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening. Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening. Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening. Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening.
Alright, so we finished the week 3-1, so we just caught him on a bad week. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the season stats so we can see our team, kind of see what we're looking at as far as who's doing what, who's performing, who's underperforming. Let's take a look at that right now. Alright, so our team leader right now, obviously Kish, 21 points a game. 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Then we got Muddy coming in, 19 points, almost 4 rebounds and 3 assists per game. As a point guard, I need you to pump up those numbers a little bit more with those assists. Random Biggs coming in with a double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds. Mike Kish got 15 points, 9 assists per game. Not a bad showing at all. We got Kingslayer down here, 9 points at most, 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, 5 on the defensive side of 4 assists, 2 steals. He's actually, turned it up a little bit in the latter part of the week. Let's see if we can get him on the board a little bit more, and I think our team again will go to the next level. So thank you guys for watching this season, this first week of season 1 of YouTubers in the NBA. Comment down below who thinks we need an NBA MVP this season. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you.